resources that Milwaukee Fellows provide is really, for me, is more essential in terms of the mentorship and the resources. To start from the mentorship, the people that we have here, such as John Daniels, a few other mentors, his son, Regina, etc. They provide seasoned outlook based on their experience and how they evolved through the city of Milwaukee and other places around the world. If anything, they definitely are genuine and take strong pride in being able to show us the way in terms of how best to navigate through life and best navigate through Milwaukee. And also they want us to be able to have as much exposure as possible to the things that are very, very promising in life in terms of, financial literacy or corporate leadership, or really just be in the space determining how you may want to progress, your life or your career. So for me, I want to be a lawyer. So I've been exposed to so many of the renowned attorneys that we know of. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I was just with Eric Holder, all because of Attorney Daniel. So the mentorship is definitely a key aspect, and the resources, scholarships, the outings such as the Fellowship Open, these type of events, they bring people from all over the world that we may see on TV or read about, and we actually get to shake hands with these people and talk to these people and really learn more about them. They learn more about us, and we can see how we can further connect and progress, and see what we can learn from each other.
Joining me now is the director of the Milwaukee Fellowship Open, William Billy Young. Billy, thank you so much for joining us here on Black Nouveau.
Thanks again, Earl. We were just recounting, man, a long, deep relationship we've had with Black Nouveau, with Milwaukee Public TV, my brother Everett Marshburn, and just a host of folks who've been there. We appreciate the opportunity to be able to tell our story. Thank you.
Yep, talk about that story, and glad you're here. Talk about that story. It's been 25 years with this Fellowship Open, so talk about the impact it's had and how you've been able to get so many historic figures and big hitters to support this.
Well, it started with the concept. 25 years, man, when you in a heartbeat. But it really began with the concept and a mission towards community empowerment and specifically youth engagement. So the originators, Attorney John Daniels, Joe Kennedy, who was Hank Aaron's best friend. Many people remember Joe Kennedy as an educator here, founded the Academy at New Testament. Were not only engaged in just sort of general community service, but had a particular affinity, as what were many of the people I was involved with, in particular Willie Davis. Wanted to give back to the community, but really had an impact through youth development, sports, athletics, those kinds of things. So several years ago, Bryant Gumbel, who many people will remember, was doing a golf tournament in support of HBCUs and was raising like $1 million a year. They ran into some issues and ended up ending that, as I recall, behind 911. So a lot of stuff happened just in terms of travel and those kinds of things. But the idea of a charity golf tournament, because so many people were sort of gravitating toward that as a potential vehicle. So we went through a number of iterations with our good friends and folks at the Milwaukee Brewers primarily. Hank Aaron had his charity at the time we were supporting. Long story short, man, is we were able to, it was Attorney Daniels and many of his colleagues who were able to connect corporate Wisconsin. Folks like Thelma Sias, Virgis Colbert, just a litany of African-American entrepreneurs, CEOs, and people who are involved in entrepreneurship and corporate leadership here. And man, boom, 25 years later now, we've raised almost $5 million. We have assisted approximately 140 or so youth-based youth initiatives, youth organizations over that period of time, and continue to do so this year with 4 youth organizations that we will be supporting as a result of the funds we raised this year. So nice. It's a great run.
No, nice. And I mean, even beyond the money, just talk about the impact that the Fellowship Open has had, beyond just charity and really what you've been able to do with the young folks.
While I am a native of Los Angeles, California, I lived almost 30 years, man, and breathed in Milwaukee. My sons are there, my family are there, my officiating buddies, people who also know my affinity for youth sports. And there are challenges that exist in Milwaukee that, difficult although they may be, are common to South Central LA, to Gary, Indiana, to New Orleans, Louisiana. Those challenges are what we attempt to address through what has become our nationally acclaimed fellowship program, fellowship supported program, the MKE Fellows. That program is now supported by the NBA Foundation, by United Way International, and over 50 different corporate supporters across the nation, including the PGA and others that you can take a look at. The idea of the MK Fellows was to grab these young African-American males as high school students and do everything that we could to create a supportive environment, vehicle, to do what we could to almost virtually guarantee that they would graduate in 4 years. And then our commitment to them in terms of a holistic program was for them, give us a couple years back. Graduate, come back to Milwaukee, give us some service. We're now 12, 13 years into that program. Several cohorts have graduated, and many of those young people are now back in Milwaukee. Most recently, we talked about Kyle Williams, who just graduated a couple of months ago, UW-Madison Law School. His mentor is right here. He's working in Milwaukee as a lawyer, and he is testimony along with now dozens and dozens. Each year, we're graduating 6, 12, 15 students. We currently support 200 young men across the country at about 30 different colleges and universities. And our goal within the next 3 to 5 years is to double that program to 400. And that's our mission, starting right now, our 25th anniversary.
Billy, we got a couple seconds left. Is there anything else you want to tell us about the program, how folks get involved with the Open, just anything? You have the floor.
We articulate well, man. I'm OG, I'm like over there. But the interactions I have with my young counterparts who social media, so information is available, Fellowship Open easily, MK Fellows, you can see all of those statistics. But I guess my point was in referencing sort of all of the challenges that I see quite often, because I'm back in Milwaukee, 4, 5, 6 times a year. We address through a positive approach to the empowerment and development of the leaders of tomorrow. And we're talking about the next election cycle. We're talking about right now, the mayor, the county executive, the police chief, the county sheriff. These are all people who interact with us on a regular basis. We understand the challenges, and the guys that we are preparing are making those decisions within our, not only within our lifespan, but within the next couple of years in the next core of leadership. So we're doing everything that we can do to focus on that, empowering them so they can deal with many of the problems that we've left them with and that they're challenged with. And we thank corporate Milwaukee, we thank MPTV, and those people who can support us with that message. Call me. I'm available.
And we thank you, Billy Young. Thank you again for being here with us on Black Nouveau.